Ever wondered about the current status of marijuana in the US and how it came to be? Well, let's take a look at a significant development that's making headlines. The US Drug Enforcement Administration is set to reclassify marijuana, moving it from a Schedule I to a Schedule III drug. This is quite a shift. Schedule I drugs are seen as having no medical use and a high potential for abuse. Now, marijuana is being recognized for its medical uses and lower potential for abuse, a classification it shares with substances like ketamine and some anabolic steroids. A significant shift, isn't it? But how did we get here? To understand the present, we need to delve into the past. The journey of marijuana legislation started in the early 20th century, when it was criminalized in many states, primarily due to a burgeoning view linking cannabis to deviant behavior. It was not until the 70s that this perspective began to shift. The Controlled Substances Act of 1970 listed marijuana as a Schedule I drug, the most restrictive category, alongside substances like heroin and LSD. Fast forward to the late 20th century, and we see a growing movement for the medicinal use of marijuana. California was the first to legalize medical marijuana in 1996, opening the door for other states to follow suit. As we entered the new millennium, the conversation around marijuana began to change. More and more states began decriminalizing and even legalizing recreational use of marijuana. By 2020, a total of 15 states had fully legalized marijuana, while 36 allowed its use for medical purposes. The most recent and significant development came in 2022, when President Biden called for a review of federal marijuana laws. This marked a turning point, indicating a possible shift in the federal stance towards the drug. And that brings us to where we are today. So what does this reclassification mean for the US? Well, let's break it down. The first and most apparent impact will be on the marijuana industry. By shifting cannabis from a Schedule I to a Schedule III drug, we're acknowledging its medical uses and lower potential for abuse. This could open doors for more extensive research, and with it, new discoveries about the plant's potential benefits. Then comes the criminal justice system. This reclassification could lead to pardoning individuals convicted of marijuana possession, a move that could positively impact countless lives and address some of the systemic issues within our justice system. However, it's not all smooth sailing. Reclassification brings its own set of challenges. For one, international treaty obligations could complicate matters. The US is part of several global treaties that classify marijuana as a dangerous drug. Changing our domestic stance could put us at odds with these agreements. Then there are regulatory hurdles to consider. Reclassification means new rules and regulations, which could take time to iron out. The road ahead may still be long and winding, but it's clear that the status of marijuana in the US is changing. Stay tuned to see how this historic shift unfolds.